Melania Trump made a rare appearance in compliance with Section 3, subsection 2.7 of her prenuptial agreement.
Good evening, New York City. Our hometown. Let's seize this moment and create a country for tomorrow.
In her still today,
To me, there's nothing more beautiful than watching a man and his wife try not to smudge each other's bronzing cream, you know?
Trump's marriage is in such hot water, it could solve the energy crisis. After Kimmel and Colbert's zingers, the Donald's been tweeting like his phone's on fire. Meanwhile, Melania's vanished faster than Trump's hair in a strong wind. Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So did you click the subscribe button? Great. Thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Body language experts say Melania's eye rolls speak volumes, but Trump's tweets? They're speaking gibberish. It's like watching a reality show where the prize is a one-way ticket to Crazy Town.
Where is Melania? Here to tell us where is Melania, former First Lady Melania Trump, everybody. Hello. Hello, hello, Madam First Lady.
Hello, Stephen. And hello, Chicago, the greatest city in the world. What is this thing she does where she opens her face and it goes ha 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 ha?
It's called laughter. It's called laughter, ma'am.
Jimmy Kimmel and Stephen Colbert really kicked the hornet's nest this time, folks. These late-night jokesters decided to poke fun at the orange turd's marriage, and boy, did it set off a firestorm. Kimmel started the roast by cracking wise about Melania practicing her get me out of here face in the mirror. Ouch. Not to be outdone, Colbert chimed in with a zinger about Trump's wedding ring being the only circle that fits on his finger. Talk about a low blow to Donnie Diaper's ego. At first, Trump was quieter than a mouse in church. It was like watching a toddler plotting their next tantrum. You just knew something was brewing. And sure enough, when the clock struck midnight, Grumpy Trumpy exploded on Twitter like a volcano of nonsense. His first brilliant defense.
Mrs. Trump, no, we haven't seen you lately, so we don't know your thoughts on your husband's campaign yet. For example, what do you think of his new running mate?
Oh, Stephen, I have always been in favor of him getting a new mate. Up top.
But what do you think about J.D. Vance himself? What do you think he brings to the ticket?
I think he brings some strong positions on conservative issues and some freaky positions on his sofa.
That is unbecoming, Madam First Lady. No. Not only is that unbecoming of your position, for the record, we all know that this couch story isn't true.
Claiming that Melania absolutely loves not being seen in public. Yeah, right, because we all know how much first ladies typically enjoy hiding from the cameras. By 2 a.m., he was bragging about eating breakfast with her every morning. Sure, Donald, we totally believe you two lovebirds are sharing Pop-Tarts and discussing world affairs over your morning kafef. But hold on to your MAGA hats, folks, because things were about to get weirder than a $3 bill. Trump, in all his wisdom, decided to compare his marriage to Romeo and Juliet. He actually tweeted, "Me and Melania, we're like Romeo and Juliet, only better because we're both still alive." Has anyone told him how that story ends? As the night wore on, Trump's tweets became more unhinged than a screen door in a hurricane. It was like watching a presidential meltdown in real time, 280 characters at a time. His fragile ego was on full display, unable to handle a few jokes from the late-night comedy crew.
You're at the DNC to get information. Well, what have you been able to find out?
Oh, I have so much hot goss, Stephen. Like, did you know that the Democrats are casting a magical spell to turn the First Lady into a man? The food here is so rich I could marry it. The only thing I don't like is that big silver monument built for my husband. She gets Doug Emhoff, I get that Jagoff. Chicago slang, I love it here.
Yes, it really does seem like you've taken to Chicago.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Kimmel, never one to miss an opportunity, fired back with a zinger of his own. He quipped that Trump's idea of romance is tweeting, "I love you," at 3 a.m. while sitting on the toilet. Now that's an image we all needed, right? While the orange turd was busy tweeting from his golden throne, Melania Trump pulled a disappearing act that would make Houdini jealous. Grumpy Trumpy's wife decided to cancel all her public appearances faster than you can say kafif. It's like she heard the tweet storm coming and thought, nope, I'm out. But don't worry, folks. According to Donnie Diapers himself, Melania was just resting for 3 whole days. Yeah, right? Because that's totally normal for a first lady to vanish without a trace for 72 hours. Maybe she was practicing her escape routes or perfecting her "I'd rather be anywhere but here" phase. Meanwhile, Trump's team looked like they were playing a frantic game of whack-a-mole with all the questions about Melania's whereabouts. Her spokesperson tried to downplay the situation, but come on. When the first lady goes AWOL, people are gonna talk. It's like trying to hide an elephant in a phone booth. Someone's bound to notice. But here's where it gets really juicy.
This appearance, it was as if they caught her in a glue trap at Saks Fifth Avenue and dragged her there.
And I gladly stand up next to you and defend her still today.
This whole event, his whole platform is immigrants are dangerous. Immigrants are killing our country. We have to stop the immigrants. And now, from Slovenia, please say hello to our former First Lady, Melania Trump.
Body language experts started analyzing Melania's previous eye rolls like they were decoding some sort of secret message. One expert even said her eye rolls were basically screaming "help me" in Morse code. Who knew Melania was such a master of nonverbal communication? Maybe she's been trying to tell us something all along. And you know things are getting weird when internet detectives start tracking Melania sightings worldwide. It's like Where's Waldo, but with more designer handbags and less striped sweaters. Some jokers even suggested she might have found a secret bunker to escape Trump's tweet storm. I mean, can you blame her? If I had to listen to that guy's late night toilet tweets, I'd be looking for an underground hideout too. But just when we thought Melania might have pulled off the ultimate escape act, she reappeared after 3 days looking suspiciously relaxed. I'm talking Zen master level of chill. It's like she spent the weekend at a spa retreat while the rest of us were glued to our screens watching the Trump Twitter show. What was she really up to during those 3 days? We may never know, but it's fun to speculate. Maybe she found a magic portal to a Trump-free dimension, or perhaps she just discovered the joy of noise-canceling headphones. Well, looks like Trump's Twitter tirade turned into a real dumpster fire for his public image. Who would have thought that trying to prove you have a perfect marriage could backfire so spectacularly? It's like watching a toddler try to clean up a spill with a flamethrower. The late-night rant didn't just give comedians more material, it handed them a whole buffet of jokes on a silver platter. Trump's attempts at damage control were about as effective as using a sieve to bail out the Titanic. Before you knew it, Trump marriage chaos was trending faster than you can say "kafafe." In the end, Trump managed to turn a few harmless jokes into a full-blown PR nightmare. It's almost impressive how he can consistently make any situation worse. At this point, the only stable thing in Trump's life seems to be his ability to create chaos. Maybe he should consider a career in demolition instead of politics?